Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we got a big video. We're going to be talking about the DCEU, talking about a DCTV show that has begun filming, and we've also got a big topic towards the end of the video that we have to address. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Okay guys, so as you all know who are regular viewers on the channel, we are staying up to date with the DCU and making loads of videos, lots of roundup videos, lots of news videos, breaking everything down as we head towards the introduction of the DCU, obviously with Creature Commandos and then Superman afterwards. So as always, James Gunn has been very active online despite him shooting Superman right now. He is just super active on Threads. You guys go follow him at James Gunn. And basically, he's posted some stuff that I find really interesting and I need to make you guys aware of. So let's get into this. So the first photo that James posted was this, and it's titled Day 1 Season 2. Now, this is obviously a look at Peacemaker's helmet. We know Peacemaker was going to be crossing paths with Superman in terms of their filming schedule. But quite honestly, I wasn't expecting anything this early because this is really early. Like, they said summer for the estimated start date for Peacemaker Season 2, but it seems, according to James's photo, at least they're in the midst of starting production for Peacemaker. Now, he captions it Day 1 Season 2 as in, you know, this is Day 1 of shooting rather than Day 1 of prepping, because I believe he's got like a big team behind the scenes who's been working on this while he's been heavily focusing on Superman, because we know that he's given up directorial duties. He's not going to be the only one directing these episodes. We'll talk about that later because he's confirmed a couple of things in regards to that. But yeah, if you look at the photo, it looks like they're on a set. They're in at least, you know, some sort of room, and there is a lot of crew in the background. So that would make me think, okay, this is just like behind the scenes. This is them in the room where the costume is, where, you know, obviously John Cena is sat down and James Gunn is taking a photo. So I think everything is leading us to believe that they've actually started production on Peacemaker. And as I said, that is very early. And that means that James Gunn is probably going to be working like 4 days a week on Superman and working probably on the weekends in the very little amount of time that he has spare on Peacemaker Season 2 to try and at least get 1 or 2 episodes in the bank in terms of him directing. Now, I don't know if he's going to direct those all straight away or if he's just like involved and, you know, it's shot in Atlanta so he can be there for some of the production process, but maybe at the start some other directors will be involved. I don't know the ins and outs of everything that's going on, but this is very exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing Peacemaker Season 2, see how it fits into the DCU, and just see this new era of DCTV kind of kick in. But let's move on to some of the confirmations in regards to Season 2. So James Gunn replied to someone. He says, I'll be directing some of the episodes I'm directing today. So there you go. That's him confirming he's directing episode 1 of Peacemaker, and they are in production. So all of that speculation, I guess, was a little bit for nothing. But anyway, good to hear the confirmation. He also says, but there are 3 other great directors joining me for the season. So it seems he's going to be directing episode 1, which is the premiere episode for season 2. He's got 3 other directors he confirms joining him. Don't know what directors they are. They could potentially be some of his friends that he trusts, as this is definitely a passion project for him. This is something that he created out of his Suicide Squad film. Then they made Peacemaker Season 1. I think it was a big success. And so, yeah, they're doing this simultaneously, and I think he's going to have the people that he trusts direct this, more so than other projects like Teen Titans or Batman the Brave and the Bold, because I think you can trust other filmmakers' visions for those. And I know James is in charge of the DCU, but as we said many times, he can't do everything by himself. So I think because he is so attached to this, because he is directing multiple episodes, he's probably going to get some of the people, some of the directors that he is very close to come on board for this. Now let's move on to the next topic, still in regards to James Gunn's comments on Season 2. This is the question that was asked on Threads. How are you doing the filming for Superman and Peacemaker at the same time? Question mark. He says, I only have a few days on the weekends for Peacemaker. Other directors start soon. So there you have it. That is the confirmation, as I speculated. that he would be involved only for a few days a week. Now, I guess that means they're going to direct like the whole episode, or they're going to split James's episodes up over the different weekends over the next couple of weeks, and then they can get that episode in the can. I guess that makes a lot of sense. However, I don't think he's going to have any time in the week. Like, as he says, he's only got a few days on the weekends, so you definitely can't shoot a whole episode of TV in 2 days. Like, guys, that's literally impossible. So I believe they're going to be shooting his episodes over the weekends, and it's not going to be done just this past weekend. So let's move on to our next main topic. This is a big topic because the title of the article I want to break down, which I find very interesting, is every DC character James Gunn has possibly teased for the DCEU. This is coming from Nerdist, so go check out the Nerdist article in the link in the description below. So as the article says, since DC announced him in the role, that being James Gunn, he's been teasing fans about deep cut characters from the pages of DC Comics that might be on his mind concerning future projects. Gunn has done this with random image reveals. So far, he's dropped a few comic book images of characters that might excite fans, including a few that have yet to appear in live action incarnations before. Some he teased, like Mr. Terrific, were officially announced just months later. Let's tally all the Gunn hints so far, while remembering they might not actually be hints, and you know, they might just be like characters he likes, or maybe comic books that he's been reading. And so the first one that Nerdist points out is Mr. Mxyzptlk. Now, we've seen Mixie in live action before on the Supergirl TV show on the CW, so he is a big Superman character in the comics. He's kind of a nuisance to Superman, a nuisance to everything that he tries to do. I actually saw this mentioned by James on Threads. I don't know when it was, but it was relatively recently. And so he's definitely one of the characters that could appear in the Superman film, whether it's a cameo or not, or in a future Superman film, or some other project that has a link to Superman. I can totally see Mixie show up because I think it's a great character and it's a pivotal character to Superman's history. And so what Nerdist say is this: he's been one of Superman's most powerful and annoying enemies since the Golden Age, yet he's never appeared in a live action film. We referred to the imp from the fifth dimension, Mr. Mxyzptlk, that's how you pronounce it. This diminutive fellow is actually an all-powerful being who can bend reality to his own will. And so James recently posted an action figure of Mixie on his Instagram, which obviously raised eyebrows in terms of, you know, could he show up in Peacemaker? Could he appear in Superman? Could he appear in any future projects? The answer to that is yeah, definitely, but I'm not sure for now. The next person that was mentioned was Captain Atom. The reference to Captain Atom came after a fan on Threads asked him if he liked the character of Captain Atom, and he responded by saying, "I've been a big fan of Captain Atom for a long time," and he even replied with an image of Captain Atom from the comics. So yeah, he is definitely a fan. I'm a fan of that character. I would love to see a version of Captain Atom in live action, because yeah, I really think he's a great character. I loved all the appearances in the animated shows and obviously in the comics as well. The next mention is the Terrific. So James Gunn teased an image of Mr. Terrific back in 2022, and that character was later cast obviously for Superman Legacy, now titled Superman. And so now that Mr. Terrific is going to be coming in that film, he's also shared an image of the DC heroes hovering around the Terrifics, a somewhat recent super team from DC Comics introduced in 2018, and so they're kind of a riff of Fantastic Four. Now, they could definitely be coming because of the inclusion of Mr. Terrific in the DCU already, but the next character we have to talk about is Deadman. Deadman was teased by James Gunn at Halloween. It was just like a DC related comic book kind of ghost figure that I guess was just like fitting to wish people happy Halloween. And so Deadman has been around for a long time, since the 60s. Deadman was a circus performer called Boston Brand. Sure, some of you guys know him. He is quite linked to Batman sometimes, and he is linked to a lot of the other kind of supernatural heroes and villains of the DC universe. And so they might be appearing, but that's all we know for now. Also, James has teased Lobo, and he posted a picture of Lobo, which was great. And Lobo is a pretty popular character. Obviously, there's been lots of speculation about Lobo appearing in the DCU, whether it will be Jason Momoa or not, that remains to be seen. But Lobo has been included in live action before. He was in the Krypton show. He was actually supposed to appear in a spin-off of that, but that never came to fruition. And so he posted a photo of him online, and obviously that got fans speculating, okay, is Jason Momoa actually going to play the character? Is he going to return to DC? And are we going to see him? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, teasing Kingdom Come was another thing that Nerdist mentions in their article, but I think that is more to do with the Superman logo than anything else, and that's kind of the last mention. Now, of course, you could see a Kingdom Come adaptation at some point in the DCU. James is clearly a fan of what Alex Ross did in the comics, so I definitely think Kingdom Come could come at some point, but for now, I think that reference is mainly in regards to what they were coming up with for Superman's suit. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's been kind of like a two-parter video talking about the news in regards to Peacemaker, James Gunn, and then talking about all the characters that have been teased by James Gunn that could appear in the DCU in the future. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this video. It would really help this video get out there. I want to post lots of DCU content, so please keep coming back to my channel every day, because we upload every day right now and we stream on Thursdays. But for now, you can subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new around here so you don't miss any videos. And for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.